Hey guys, it's Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be the last reading vlog of my 12 challenge for 2020. We talk about a lot in this video. There's a lot of thoughts, a lot of reactions, a lot of feelings. There's even a DNF. I know you guys are probably so surprised that there's a DNF in one of my reading vlogs. I'll let you guys keep watching to figure out which is which, and we're gonna pick it up with The Vanishing Half. Is that cringy? I don't know. Also, I'm glad I picked it back up because apparently I have tabs in here and I would have just brought it back to the library and wondered where my tabs went. I am on page 118 and I did a YouTube poll well, it was kind of vague. It was like 2 pictures and I said, like, tell me what to do without context. One of the results was to read 60 pages and one of the results was to read 6 chapters. I'm doing the 6 because I'm trying to get to 600 subscribers. That's just a thing in my mind that I was like, the 6 and the 6. But the poll was even absolutely all day long. It's now 3:20 in the afternoon and someone finally came out on top. So I am going to be reading 60 pages of this book and then I'll get back to you after that to see if I'm gonna like actually read this. I can honestly say I don't recommend this book, like, at all. Don't like it. The way I've wasted this whole day and getting back into this, I remember why I didn't like it and why I don't want to read it. I'm gonna DNF for real, and I just don't like this book. I don't recommend it. I don't even know why people like it. Well, I guess I can understand why people like it, but we just have very different standards, and I'm not a fan. And I'm really sad about that because I feel like this could be such a really good topic if it wasn't completely deviating from the whole entire plot of the book, or what it's supposed to be. DNF, unfortunately, and I'm not counting that as a failure of the 12 challenge. I just am not reading this. Also, that is one book that I was very close to purchasing at the used bookstore, and I'm so glad that I didn't because I would have been really disappointed. I think I just need to, like, only ever buy books that I know that I like. Anyways, these are the last 2 12 challenge options. We've got Juniper Bean Resorts to Murder, which is a mystery, so I'm uncertain about that at best. Also, I'm sorry my hair looks like this. I haven't, like, unbraided it, and it's just got a mind of its own at the moment. But the other book is The Words We Lost by Nicole Deese. This is the first book by this author that I've ever read, and I've heard a lot of Christian booktubers talk about her, so I really am curious and hopeful that I will like it because I really want to read some more Christian fiction this year because, you know, being a Christian booktuber, I really should, like, know more Christian books. But anyways, I don't know which one to pick though. I think I will go ahead and read 60 pages in this book, see if I like it, and then if not, I will wrap it up with this one, and then this will be super boring video, but hopefully it won't be because I know people really like this one. I'm not really a mystery girly, but I'm gonna try just for this book. I like that it has a content warning. Every book should have content warnings, in my opinion. Okay. Let's read this. I feel like it's decently entertaining thus far, so that's good. Also, does my hair look better? I mean, it doesn't look amazing, but better than the pretty mess that it was earlier. Okay, continuing reading. Okay, 2 things. First of all, I'm actually really enjoying this. I'm actually really engaged in it. It's definitely not like a cozy mystery, which I typically don't connect with. It's more like a high stakes, kind of fun, humorous, more like a mystery comedy, comedic mystery. I don't know if that's a thing, but I really like it so far. Also, I love the cover. I don't know if the colors are really showing up the best because of the lighting in here, but I just think it's so pretty. That's all I have to say. I read the 60 pages. I'm gonna make my YouTube short now, and that's where I am with that. Guys, it's snowing! I was gonna wait to take the garbage, like the trash can in, but it's snowing and I wanted to come out in the snow. I'm regretting it because I'm walking directly into it right now, but it's so fun. Looking a mess, but I have not talked to you except for the time that I was out in the snow, but I was working all day and I have not gotten to read at all, and it's 10 o'clock and I want to get a little bit of reading done. Let's get into this. I'd like to read at least 30 pages. It's one of those books where I haven't really been thinking about the story itself, but I have been thinking I really want to get back into it. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm excited to see where this continues on. I don't know how I'm supposed to go to sleep now. Like, what just happened? I'm actually so engaged in this story. Alright, I don't know if I'm going to include everything that I filmed this morning because that was for a short, but I am going to read 6 chapters of Juniper Bean Resorts to Murder because I was looking at the poll that I had done a couple days ago, and one of the pictures meant read 60 pages first thing in the morning, and the other one meant read 6 chapters first thing in the morning. And at first, it was 60 pages was the one that people selected without context. But now it looks like the votes have shifted to 6 chapters. So that's what I'm going to do this morning, is read 6 chapters of this book. Okay, I'm about halfway through. It's kind of slowed down a little bit, even though stuff is still happening. I'm still interested and looking forward to seeing where the story is going, but I'm not, like, riveted. I don't know. Like, there are interesting things happening and I want to know, like, the answers to some of the questions that are being asked, but it's not, like, super fast. I don't know, it just seems slower than it should, but I'm liking it. I don't know. My head is really hurting, so that's why I'm, like, at an awkward angle here, but I'm just gonna keep reading. I just read the sticky notes part. If you know, you know. Also, this next quote is so relatable to me. Also, training your hair is such a real thing. I don't think I used heat on my hair once in 2024, so it's just not turning out well because it's not used to it. But like I was trying to say earlier, I'm going to do heatless curls, which I know is ironic, but I wanted to smooth out my hair before doing that and see if they turn out better. Terrible angle, but it is done. It looks better on camera than in person, actually. which is pretty sad. But now it's time to, I guess, put the heelless curls in. Now I'm questioning it. Should I just leave it straight? This did not turn out as I anticipated, and I doubt it's gonna look decent in the morning, but I tried. I am gonna paint my nails. You can't see the color at all because it's dark in here because I still don't have a light. I'm gonna paint my nails and then I'm gonna watch a video while they dry. They dry pretty quickly. They dry in like 2 minutes, but I will watch a video just to be sure. Then I'm gonna do some reading. I'm gonna read In the Compound Effect. That's my like personal growth book. Scary Clothes. And of course, the current read. So that's the plans for tonight. Hopefully I'll remember to see you in the morning. I'll try to scoot back so you can see where the little thingies. That didn't hardly work at all. That's crazy. And it won't come out of the side I thought it would fall. So that's a no. No. Immediately no. It looks like I'm wearing my hair up. Alright, it's not Bookmas, but it's gas station time. Look at my nails. They actually turned out so good. Okay, I'm on chapter 20, page 259, and I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, can we just finish this up? I want to know where this is going. Like, I enjoy it, but I don't know, we're just still moving a little slow, and I'm not super focused. I just kind of want to know what the deal is, who did it, why, what's going on. Let's resolve this. Let's go. I have 2 more chapters and then the epilogue, and I'm really interested to see how this turns out. We've gotten some potential answers, so I'm very curious what the last 2 chapters are going to entail. The intrigue. love when an epilogue adds to the story and isn't just like random or fluff, and this epilogue adds to the story, and it adds so much. All the feels. Honestly, I really like both these main characters. I feel like they are both good, very interesting, and I love their conversations, the banter that they have. They don't like each other at first. Well, it's complicated, but he does not like her. The female main character in particular, I think, is really funny. I like her sense of humor. I would have liked this book to be slightly quicker moving and slightly shorter. There are funny parts to a complicated story. Not usually like a mystery lover, but I do like when it's more high stakes like this. I'm leaning towards like a 3.5 stars, but it could be 4. I feel like the writing itself is more of a 4, but honestly, very good book. I do recommend it, and I'm really glad that it was recommended to me and that I read it and enjoyed it. So if I have any other thoughts, I will share them at the end of this video. But it is now time to move on to the last 12 challenge book of 2024. Here she is, The Words We Lost. This is a Christian fiction book. I don't remember what it's about though. As a senior acquisitions editor for Fog Harbor Books in San Francisco. Editing Sandra here to tell you what the book's actually about, because I was yawning, I was half asleep, and I don't love the summary of the book. I think it doesn't do it justice. Basically, main characters are this female book editor, male cousin of best-selling author, and the best-selling author who has passed away. The best-selling author is best friends with the editor. I know it's like a triangle, but the three of them were super close. They spent their teen years together, their college years together, and the loss of the best-selling author was just absolutely devastating for both of them. However, in addition to that loss, the female main character and male main character, no surprise, are love interests, and they're kind of estranged. They hadn't spoken in years, even before the best-selling author had died. They had a falling out. That's a whole thing that's addressed in the book. And they hadn't talked in years. But basically, best-selling author had left something for them, and that's where this book picks up. Honoring Cecilia's last request will challenge their convictions and test their loyalties. But through it all, will Ingrid and Joel be brave enough to uncover a twice-in-a-lifetime love? I guess we'll see where this goes. Let's get started. Okay, I think this could be interesting. I'm just way too tired to be focused on it right now, but I read chapter 1. We'll continue, pick up with this hopefully tomorrow. I just wanted to update. I'm really enjoying this. It took a minute to get into, and by a minute I mean chapter 1, but I think that's because I read chapter 1 like late at night and I was tired and not super focused. But once I got into chapter 2, I could see how that first chapter kind of like set up the story and why it was important. And there's some really beautiful writing already in here, of course, because it's about like this lost manuscript and this best-selling author who had passed away and her best friend, and all of these elements that just combine to make a really interesting story so far. So I'm enjoying it. One thing I don't love that has nothing to do with the book itself is it's a library book, so I can't tab it, and I can't tab all the quotes that I really like. So I just end up trying to like record them, but like in the actual clips, you can't even see the quote. Like you have no idea what I'm trying to show you. So that's frustrating, but there's some really good quotes. One thing I am trying to do more this year is read little bits of nonfiction every night. When I say little bits, I literally just mean a section, because I want to just like learn from it instead of just trying to finish a book. I can save that like trying to get through as many as possible for fiction. But this was really interesting because it was talking about like the failure of success and how when people get successful, they start to get complacent, and that is where previously successful organizations, businesses, really anything can fail because of its success. That was super interesting and also a good warning. Now I am going to read a section, probably just a section in Scary Club. And also while I'm reading this, I want to take my notebook and I want to write whatever notes I have from this reading. I'm also like looking at these stickers. It's so random looking, but just some voting and American Girl stickers. So patriotic. Alright, getting back to this book. I got kind of, not burned out, but like I just was kind of in a little tiny slump. Not really wanting to read after my 6 chapters. It's very good, very interesting, but the print is so tiny. Maybe it's not, maybe I'm just getting old, but I feel like this print is small. So it's just a lot of words on a page. So it's taking me longer than I would like. Taking my time. I'm not finishing this video today, obviously, because I got quite a ways to go. But I'm just gonna keep reading. Okay, it's the next day, and I'm still not even halfway through. I would like to finish this today. This book, it's so good. Like, there's so many beautiful elements to it, but it is just a lot for me. I just feel like, and it's, okay, here's another element. It really deals with grief, and so that gets me thinking about things and people and struggling, and it deals with it very, very well, but it does have my brain going off on some tangents. So that has played a role in me not really getting through it quickly, because it kind of leads to dealing with other things. A little creeped out now because I was watching a reading vlog, and in this vlog the girl was reading 2 books and both of them mentioned Wicked, and now I'm reading this one and it just mentioned Wicked. So I'm like really creeped out because none of these books were like 2024, 2025. They're all like older books. Very weird. I know, so spooky. It's a couple hours later and I really don't have that much left, so I'm just gonna kind of try to plow through the ending. I'm obviously invested enough to want to know what happens, so I've just got to read these pages and then I'll be done. And then I think tomorrow will be perfect to be like an editing day. Even though I wanted to get this up tonight, that's not gonna happen, but at least I can spend tomorrow editing this video and my little free library video, and then both of those will be done, and then I can get on with the next things I have planned. So that'll be a good plan, I think. So much has been happening in this book. So much is revealed, and I love the way that it's set up in the way that they are like reading. Am I allowed to say this? Is this a spoiler? Okay, it's a spoiler. Let's just say there is a very unique way in which these characters are reminiscing on their friendship and their friendship slash family, their memories with their loved one, basically. Something was just revealed and I knew it. I had this theory this whole entire time. Didn't go down the way I thought, but I knew something like that had to have been what happened. Anyways. I love the last paragraph of the last chapter. I wish I could read it to you or show you. And now for the epilogue to make me cry. First of all, I need to talk about like the very niche conversation about second chances. Love all the parts in this book that talk about that and the quotes that go along with it. And I wish I could have tabbed it. I wish I could have shared it with you guys, but I can't spoil things. Secondly, love how this book deals with grief in such a real way. That is definitely a theme that I appreciate in books when they handle it well and realistically. Love it. The characters we love. I'm so super curious about the second book, but I'll look into that in a minute. There were parts of this that I was a little zoned out, and then I would get back into it, and then I'd zone out a little bit, And I think that's more a me problem than the book problem. The writing is just absolutely so beautiful and intriguing, and I don't know if intricate is the word, but there's so many details woven together in such a unique way that it's just an amazing story. I just really, really enjoyed it. I think this is easily 4 stars, so I'm very happy to report that. I cannot remember if people give this one 4 stars and the next one 5 stars, or give this one 5 stars and the next one 4 stars. I'm uncertain. I'm gonna go look up the synopsis of the second book so I can kind of see like where things are going from here, and then I'll talk about what I can, whether I plan to read it or if I think I'm good with just this one. I don't know. Let me go read that and I'll get back to you. Okay, I can't tell if the next one is going to be one that I'm interested in, but I did put it as want to read on Goodreads just to like keep it on my radar. I'm not going to be like running to Barnes & Noble to go get it or anything. I could try it. I don't know. I really like this story though, and I feel like I'm attached to these characters that it kind of makes me not want to read the next one. But I'll keep it on my radar, and I think that it's one that I could like pick up like even years from now if I felt like it. So, let me get the other books and we'll wrap this thing up. Here we have the 3 books of this video. Of course, we have the DNF. I don't regret DNFing it, so disappointed because I wanted to like this book, but glad I also did not buy it at any point in the past when I was considering it. But both of these definitely gonna be 4 stars. I know I was kind of going back and forth on Juniper Bean, and sorry it's on cinematic so it's not focusing, but both of these are gonna be 4 stars because I just really appreciate the storyline of Juniper Bean, the characters, the writing style. The fact that I was kind of struggling to focus in both of these is a me problem and not a book problem, so I just felt like it would be completely unfair to rate these anything lower than a 4 stars because they're both such well-written, very unique stories and very intriguing. I am very much a plot-driven reader, so I need that plot. Both of them have it, but I also love when I can get into a plot and fall in love with the characters, which was the case for both of these. I really enjoyed my reading experience of both of these. I'm so glad to have finished my 12 challenge. I'm counting it as finished, even though I read 11 out of 12 books. I finished my 12 challenge of 2024. It's only January 9th, but you know what? I accomplished it, and I'm fine with that. I'm also not doing a 12 challenge this year, so this was the only 12 challenge experience that we will be getting in 2025. That's not to say I won't choose any recommended books. I'm just not doing the whole 12 challenge because there's so much that's on my radar that I would like to focus on that I just need a break from the 12 challenge, and I'm okay with that. I hope you guys are too. So that's everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to like the video, subscribe so that you don't miss future reading vlogs. Again, the next video you guys see will be Little Free Library related. It's just a matter of if it's my book haul and unhaul or if it's a different video that I'm filming that has to do with Little Free Libraries. Stay tuned to find out. Comment below, let me know if you have read these books. Do you think I should read the second one of the Fog Harbor series by Nicole Deese? Let me know. Have you read them? Did I say that already? I don't know. I'm tired. It's 10:45 and I'm going to sleep because tomorrow's going to be an editing day. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye!